Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while, huh? It's been all winter long. So, you probably wonder what happened to me. Well, here I am again. I was thinking about you and run across a lot of good information for you. So, I said, hey, somebody needs to be out there rooting for you and bringing you all this great information to help you have a better life. Okay, so I hope 2025 has been wonderful for you. A lot of new things going on, but many of the same older things are going on too. So what I'm going to talk about today is the fact that climate change as class warfare. Okay, class warfare, as we know, would be a struggle between those who own the means of production, the owner class, the employer class, those who own the means of production. I'm talking about big production like industries, land, resources, okay? And the masses who are the workers. That'd be like you people that have to work 9 to 5, and if you don't go to work, you don't survive, which is the masses, the most of us is reliant on the system. But as far as climate change, as far as the earth going extinct and everybody going up in flames and floods and the dying of species and the end of life, which is there's a lot of different theories out. Well, it's not really theories, but whatever. So the professional class, these are people that maybe you'll say that the scientists, engineers, journalists, people like with college degrees that work for the big corporations. And they base their belief system on, whether it's true or not, based on science or not, and, denial or not denial. But and then people have the approach, well, if your carbon footprint. Now, from research, it's telling me that the carbon footprint was propaganda and marketing information created by big business, like the fuel companies, the oil, gas, and coal companies, so that they can switch the blame, because these industries are responsible for from 70 to 80% of all pollution, the air, water pollution, etc. They're responsible, okay, dumping and pumping all this stuff in the air, between 70 and 80%. And then the other 15 to 25% comes from big agriculture, like beef, pork, dairy industry, eggs, all of this. And they need large acres of land, cutting down trees, deforestation, just so people can have their hamburgers and their steaks, and the way they treat their little hens and stuff, torture, murder of animals so that people can eat meat. So a lot of times, all this is through social conditioning and culture. And it's quite an extensive story, but I'll just be real specific with it. So being a vegan, since the problem is so complex, becoming a vegan is not the silver bullet. It helps in a personal way, in a small way, but the overall problem is because of the system we live under, which is capitalism, which is a profit-based system at any cost, and the bottom line, and exploitation of the workers, exploitation of the environment, and seeing everything as a commodity. So they basically, I would probably say, started before this, but from the invasion of the land by people from Europe, and seeing the land and wilderness as something to be tamed, and also seeing it as private property, something to be taken for themselves and utilized and used to the end. Same way when they kidnapped the African slaves from Africa to use, didn't see them as human beings, still don't see us as human beings. Of course, there's a lot of lip service, and a lot of people believe it. But that's another story. We won't talk about that here. So basically, the powers that be, or the capitalist class, the oligarchy, the ruling class, tries to flip the blame onto the victim, which is us, the working class people, the masses who have been drawn from the land into the cities, through the 19th century to work in these factories and whatnot, and so on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, as I said before, what did I say? Yeah, 70 to 80% of the pollution is caused by the big industries like fossil fuel, which means that would be your oil companies, your gas companies, coal, electricity, things of that nature, and big farm, which causes 15 to 25% of pollution due to, the methane gases, greenhouse effect. Now, and then they want to switch the blame on us, telling us to be vegan, which is fine because that'll help your overall health and help the planet in a small way. But that's not the total solution. The solution is that it's a class-based war, meaning that the masses of the people, the workers, whether you're a daycare worker, a mother taking care of children, or taking care of old people, or whatever, a gardener, or if you're unemployed, whatever, a worker, the vast majority of people are forced to work to make other people rich. So as a class, as a group, we have to take the climate change situation as a group, and how we would do that, because most workers are not really worried about the climate. They're not interested for many reasons, because basically they worry about their survival, getting to the end of the month, getting through the month, getting to the end of the week, end of the day. And they don't really have a lot of time to plant gardens, and plus it costs money to plant gardens, and a lot of times, with the wages being frozen, and from the 1970s, Ronald Reagan era with neoliberalism, they start shipping all the jobs, the big corporations, since they didn't want to pay nobody, and they want to destroy the unions and whatnot. They start shipping all the jobs overseas, like to China and whatnot. So this is the dilemma we're in. So what it's going to take, it will take the workers in the United States and basically the world. You have to see what is in it for them, which would be food, clothing, health care, daycare, good jobs, and that way, for example, we'd have to restructure the whole transportation system, energy system, and the workers will be a part of that, knowing that they will have, like a energy safe home, like maybe whatever the best type of housing for the future, as I've, mud homes, adobe homes, solar energy. The solar panels are made out of, it's a lot of pollution in solar panels, so that's still debatable. But anyways, clean water, wonderful schools for the children, free education, free health care, and what else? Healthcare, housing, education, and transportation. As far as we don't need to have all these cars on the road. It's a different form. Just use your imagination, a whole brand new, complete system. And of course, the elites who make all this money, the fossil fuel, oil, gas people, whether they're in the United States, whether they're in Europe, Russia, or Nigeria, or Saudi Arabia, the ultra elite, they're going to fight against that, because that's how they make their money. And they don't mind polluting up the earth, because they're probably thinking they can go to another planet, sometime like a science fiction movie or something. So profit is their only motive, and power too. So they don't care anything about you or me. So basically, that's what we need to do, and I'll be talking a lot about that. So the blame is not on you. What you need to do is just become organized as workers, and I'll start explaining it. And there is a great book to read. It's called Climate as Class Warfare. I forgot the name of the guy's name, but it's a really good book. And I started to get into that book, and y'all can read it too. We can read it together. But I just started, so I thought I would share that with you. So, yeah. So there is hope for the planet, but it's not going to be like, you know what they say, your carbon footprint, and don't drive too much, and don't take an airplane, and all this other stuff. It's a bigger problem than that. It is those big corporations that's polluting, mostly. And, you know, like when you go to the grocery store, you might have you see all these different brands. And basically, it's only a couple companies that own all these food brands, like chicken or beef brands or whatever, cereal. And they just put a different brand on it, like 5 different, you know, brands owned by one company to trick you, to make you think, oh, I got such a choice. But they determine your choice. Therefore, they determine your choice, and then they can jack up the prices, whatever they want. So, anyways, thought I would share that with you. And right now I'm out getting my little exercise. I had a birthday. I'm now 69. Glad to be here. Had my health check. So far I'm pretty good at 69. Still a fruitarian, raw vegan. Every now and then I slip in some you know, black bean tacos, black bean enchiladas with sweet potatoes. What else I've been eating lately? Broccoli soup with cashews. Very good. It's delicious, man. All you meat eaters out there, you would love this. The way I cook it, it would taste so good. But anyways, that's what I'm doing. Just keeping you abreast of what's going on and how you can get involved. Okay, and what you need to be, your purpose should be in this world, not to gorge your stomach on dead animal, murdered, tortured animals, but to do your part to save the planet as far as getting organized as workers to go against the capitalist system. It must destroy, it must be displaced, as would, you know, join a socialist organization. I can give you a list of things to do. Okay, well, stay tuned. I'll keep you abreast of what's going on. It's nice seeing you. I hope you're taking care, exercising,